Welcome back. We're going around getting all the quests we can find done at the moment. We've got one more before we head off to Niez, which is a Rinwell companion quest. But we do, as you can see in the bottom right, have a skit as well. So let's have a look at that first.
Got your face stuck in a book as usual, huh? What kind of stuff do you read anyway?
All sorts of things. Ancient accounts, histories. Just recently, I was reading a book about astral arts.
So what's the point? Does this, make your astral arts stronger?
No, I just read because I like to learn. Though, it is also helpful for my research.
Research?
For example, I'm looking into whether it's possible to combine Dan and magic with Ren and astral arts. I'm also interested in the mausoleums and Dana's past.
Okay, I'll admit, I'm not totally following. But, is there a purpose to this research? Like a goal?
A purpose? Well, I guess there is something I'd like to try someday. I want to try writing my own book, instead of just reading what others have written.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. What kind of book do you want to write?
I have several ideas I've been thinking about, but most of all, I'd like to write about Dan and magic. Leave as much of my knowledge behind as possible, you know? And also, if there are any other Danans out there who can use magic, like me, maybe that book could help me find them.
Wow, you've really thought this through. You're amazing, you know that?
What's gotten into you? I'll have you know that flattery won't get you anywhere.
Law is correct. All the knowledge you've gained on Danan Magecraft would be lost if not made manifest. That book would serve as a guiding light to scholars for generations to come.
You're gonna embarrass me if you keep talking like that. It's no big deal. I just like to study, that's all.
I know what you mean. Whether books or art, there is an indescribable, fragrant allure to those things that have traversed the ages.
Yeah, who doesn't like the smell of old books?
Yeah, totally! They do smell, yummy, don't they?
What? La, please don't eat my books.
I knew it was going to end there. He's trying. He's just doing terribly, but he's trying. We can give him that at least. Right, so let's see about the quest then. Taming Water 2nd Edition. Ooh. Wait, hold on. Does that give me anything? An academic compilation of devices that use water. The revised edition contains additional information that makes for a harder book to read. So is that a weapon? Yeah. Well, it's not as good a weapon, but you know, it's a weapon at least. We've got the enhanced arts on water. It's the water aspect that made me like, ooh. But no, we won't be using it. Right. Quest. Nowhere in sight. What have I done?
Well...
What's the matter? Looks like you keep checking the books on the shelf over and over. Oh, I'm sorry. There's just a specific book I'm looking for. And you're having trouble finding it. Yes, I'm afraid I might have mistakenly thrown it out. I've searched high and low, but still can't find it, which must mean... I'm so sorry.
No
need to apologize. Everyone makes mistakes, however big or small. What kind of book is it, anyway? If I recall, I think it was from Where Do Relics Come From? Wow, that sounds interesting. I'd love to read it, but it might be lost, right? Still, the fact that you continue searching for it must mean you have no memory of disposing of it, yes? That's right. I must have lost it when I was organizing. It may have been mixed in with the pile of books that street vendor purchased from me. But I can't leave my post to chase down the vendor.
How about it?
In that case, I can go ask for you. Really? You'd do that? She'd do anything for a good book. Yep, I'm interested in the book myself. There you go. And I owe a lot to this library.
Dohalim?
You'll help out too, won't you? Of course. Sure. I may be able to learn something from the book myself. Of course. Thank you so much. I can tell you exactly where the vendor is. In pursuit of the traveling book. It's going to end up having moved to another person. then another person, and another.
Where do relics come from? Well, that's an interesting title. I wonder what it has to say.
An intriguing question indeed. Where do relics come from, and where do they go? I'd love to learn our predecessors' views on the subject.
But objects don't move on their own, you know.
That's not what the title means.
Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, so, where exactly do we need to go? Precinct? Oh, right near the fast travel location. That's cool! Do I get a clap when I arrive? Thank you. Thank you.
Always good to be back in familiar territory.
There's a kitty there. Where do relics come from? If I remember correctly, a Slodian peddler came to buy it. Really? When was this? Let's see, it was some time ago. The book may be up for sale in Slodian bookshops, so you may want to go check there.
What?
It's gone all the way to Sislodia? But it might be a priceless tome. The further away it is, the more it makes me want to read it. Okay, that settles it. I'm going to Sislodia. I suppose that settles it. Can you tell us more about the peddler? I hear he's opened up shop in Sisleden Central Plaza.
My thanks.
You have my thanks for the information. We shall go see for ourselves. To Sislodia! Ooh, it's just suddenly gone very chilly. Very cold here in the UK at the moment. It is winter after all, you know. Okay, Central Plaza there, so let's... Actually, can we go from there? Yeah. Gotta find the closest fast travel points, you know. A new world! Do we have any information on the next Tales game at this point? I don't know. I've not been keeping up with gaming news, etc. So if anybody knows, please do let me know. Not Trails, Tales. I want to make that clear. Trails I know. Tales, I don't.
Well...
Do you have a book called Where Do Relics Come From? We heard you purchased it in Vercinct. My, you've come quite a ways, but I'm sorry to say that I sold that particular book to a traveling vendor from Calaglia.
Huh?
But Calaglia? Even further to travel. That book's as seasoned as a traveler as ourselves. Aren't you a funny one? I've never heard anyone talk about an object like it's a traveler before. Is that so? Things get passed from person to person and get taken to all kinds of places. Over tens, maybe even hundreds of years. Things we have now are valuables may someday.
Good.
Where do relics come from and where do they go?
Yeah.
I think I get it. You seem set on reading that book. It's just a book. You want to visit Ulzbek. That's where the vendor was headed.
Agreed.
Understood. To Ulzbek we go. Alright then. Off we head to Ulzbek. And right near the fast travel location. Perfect. It's got something over Sislodia, which I had to travel between maps.
That
My
was
God.
quite the little adventure we went on.
Was it? I remember that book. When I was passing through Rodir Forest, I was attacked by Zoogles and dropped the darn thing.
Huh?
That's the way we just came. We could have seen it, apparently. Can you tell us exactly where you dropped it? If there are still Zoogles there, we can take care of them as we search. You're seriously gonna go look for it? We really want that book, apparently. Guess I can't go myself as long as there are Zoogles. Alright then, if you do find the book, it's yours. You seem pretty fired up about it after all.
Thanks.
Thank you. We'll go search for it right away. I mean, all he needed to tell us where it was. He couldn't exactly stop us, could he? So, you know. Rodir Forest. So where are we looking in here? There. So closest locations there. Boom, boom, boom. Ooh, it's really chilly right now.
You finally made it.
Yeah, but we need to go back already.
This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
And then proceeds to do nothing. Well done, Doalim, well done. Could have told us a joke, a story, an anecdote, anything. But no.
Look! It's gotta be that book over there.
But it doesn't look like those Zoogles are going anywhere anytime soon.
We can't let the book get damaged. We have to get it back quickly.
For the book!
Gotta break through!
A whirling struggle.
We'll go with the wind attack first.
To be let free! I'm ready!
A whirling struggle.
I feel like the wind attack's usually a good one to go with.
They're above us. Xion, you know what to do. It's my turn, is it? I'm on it.
Oh no, it's resistant. I see them happening.
Astral energy.
Say no more! Good going, Rinwell!
Nice, Alpin. Searing flame. Reload. Holy
Double
lance.
Demon Fang!
Take this!
No, we'll try the water then.
Immobilize that one.
Indeed, that does seem wise.
Now let's turn the tide.
Double Demon Fang!
Made one. Demons descend.
I was ready on that one. Boom.
Oh, thank goodness. It's a little dirty, but it looks mostly unharmed.
Mostly.
As this book's knowledge is imparted to those who possess it, it may become a relic itself someday.
That's true. I feel like I found the answer to the book's question before I even read it. Relics sure are fascinating, aren't they, Dohalim?
Indeed. They're stimulating and teach us countless new things.
But we ought to return this one to its rightful place. Let's go back to Vicint, shall we?
We shall.
Books are easily damaged, so we've got to handle it with care.
You're the temperamental one here. You be careful.
Oh, shut up! Thunderblade!
Stop it! Stop it!
Jeez. That's kind of worrying, but okay. That's your response to that, is to shock him? Oh dear. Is there an easier way to get back here? It's like, no, I've got to go from there. I do wonder if we'll get some kind of story or something related to Rinwell and Law finally realizing they like each other. Because we only touched on it, really. We didn't get a conclusion to that, so maybe we'll finally get a conclusion to that. Maybe. Somehow I doubt it, though. Somehow.
That's it. That's the book. Thank you so much.
Ah, it was no trouble at all.
It took us on quite the journey, but I think we were able to grow as a result.
Oh, right. That book was dropped before we found it. But it isn't seriously damaged, is it?
It looks to be fine. No pages are missing from what I can tell. The cover's a little scuffed up, but I can take care of that no problem.
Yeah, you could always just rewrite the book. Simple as that. Like, worst case scenario, if the pages are fine, you know.
Oh, good. Then this valuable text is back where it belongs.
Yeah, it's a relief the book made its way back. But more importantly, since you're the one who said you really wanted to read the book, nothing would make me happier than you giving it a read.
Well, like Dohalim said, it's already taught us the importance and appeal of relics. Really, I should be the one thanking you. But I'll definitely read it after you've finished restoring it.
Yes, I'll let you know once it's ready. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
In pursuit of the traveling book. It's just a book.
I wonder when I'll be able to read that book. I can hardly wait to crack it open.
Once we've both finished it, we should share our thoughts on what it has to say.
Maybe I'll give it a read too.
Why bother? I'm sure you'll fall asleep after a few pages.
The hell I will! Just you watch. I'll show you I can do something if I set my mind to it.
Oh dear, oh dear. Right, so let's see. Do we have any other quests other than the one we can't complete because I need to go to the mausoleum, and I can't get to the mausoleum because the mausoleum is after going to Adan Lake. Because it's like it's over there, and I can't fast travel anywhere near it. And there is other quests around, but we need to go to Nia's first. So, doesn't seem to be any other quests, so we'll end this part here. And in the next part, we'll carry on with the story! And maybe, you know, a little bit of questing here and there as we do the story. It just depends. It just depends. Because I don't know what awaits us in Nia's. We may be drawn into some massive story arc that I don't want to stop doing for quests. I mean, we need to find out what's going on with Nazimil. That was her name, wasn't it? I think it was Nazimil. It's been so long. She disappeared ages ago. But I'm sure we'll find out what's going on with that at some point in the future. And we'll see you in the future. Ta-da for now.